Time. Miss Mandlikova to serve. First set. Play.
Net.
First service. (15-love). (30-love).
Service.
40-love.
Oh.
40-15.
Oh, that was rather slack, sloppy sort of half volley. Rather simple return of serve she had there.
(40-30).
And the receiver at the service there, finding her opponent rather caught in no man's land, just halfway up the court. Well played indeed.
Game, Miss Mandlikova, first game.
And a very good point she played there. The control off the ground was very secure, and she poised herself beautifully for the high forehand volley.
A very good start for Hana, because it's not easy to come out in the semi-final with all this expectation and this excitement around and the importance of this match, and be so relaxed that you can serve as well as that in the opening game. So it shows us that she is confident, she is ready for this match. She certainly has been saying in her press conferences that she feels that she can get all the way in this tournament, and I think that comes from a genuine belief in that. And Chris has always tended to start off a little bit slowly, so I'm sure she, being aware of that, is going to
Mrs. Lloyd
make
to
as
serve.
certain as she can that she is going to play a good game here.
First service.
And Sun has gone in at the moment, so not worrying the server, being right-handed.
(15-love). 30 love. Forty love.
Well, perhaps Hana didn't watch that ball long enough, or perhaps she thought it was going to be a fault. It was a rather poor return.
First service. Forty 15.
Confidence giving stroke. Lovely forehand cross-court winner.
Game, Mrs. Lloyd. One game all. First set. Fifteen love.
That's the service I have a feeling the Czechoslovakian girl will be using a lot in the right court, serving wide to Mrs. Lloyd's forehand.
Fifteen all.
Interesting tactic that. She was playing the drop shot and intending to follow it in, hoping, of course, that her opponent, if she got it at all, would only be able to scrape it up. Yes.
15-30.
And always Chris has the great anticipation on that shot.
$15-40.
So two lovely forehand passes. Gives Mrs. Lloyd 2 break points.
$30-40. Game to Mrs. Lloyd. Mrs. Lloyd leads by 2-1. First set.
Do you know, I had a feeling there that in that game particularly that Hana Mandlikova, probably feeling that she's got to play with control today, was a little too tentative, I thought.
Exactly. I think that she has got to make this decision very carefully. Against Chris Lloyd, you absolutely have to have patience and be prepared to rally with her, but then you also have to be aggressive. So it's a matter of controlled aggression, waiting for the right moment, and if you miss that moment, you have to wait for another right moment. You cannot start trying to be too clever against Chris, because Chris doesn't mind that at all. She can answer back anything. She likes the pace. If you start hitting hard to her, she just laps that up also. So I think that what I've always noticed with Hana playing Chris before is that Hana doesn't really know exactly how to go about playing Chris. And this is why that record stands at 15-2. And she's relying just on making winners. Now, it's an awfully tall order to come out in the semi-final of Wimbledon and just play a match full of winners.
So that's something
Will
of
you
the
take your
problem for
places
Hana
quickly,
Mandlikova as Mrs.
Thank
Lloyd
you.
prepares to serve with a break of service, leading 2-1 in the first set of the semi-final.
Love. 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 Game to Mrs. Lloyd. Mrs. Lloyd leads by 3 games to 1. First set.
And at the moment she must be a very happy player, having broken the service and then confirmed the break by a love service game. 1-3. Foot fault. And probably anxious to get in quickly, just fouling the line there, just standing on the line with the left foot.
Love 15. Love 30.
A little too long with the backhand approach shot, but at least she was attacking the weaker wing of Mrs. Lloyd, and that is, of course, in comparative terms, slightly weaker than her two-hander. So good tactics there, but didn't finish successfully.
15-30.
Slightly weaker wing or not, that forehand was pretty well controlled, I must say. 2 break points.
Thirty, 40. Game to Mrs. Lloyd. Mrs. Lloyd leads by 4 games to 1. First set.
Well, now, very interesting as Mrs. Lloyd sits there with that happy lead. She wrote a letter as president of the Women's Tennis Association to Colonel Webster, saying Wimbledon is the most prestigious and coveted tournament in the world. The players consider it a privilege to compete here, look forward to the championship with enthusiasm and excitement. And she says many factors contribute to a successful event. One of them is the officiating, which is absolutely essential to ensure fair play in a fine tournament. On behalf of my association, I'd like to extend sincere congratulations to you and your associates for an outstanding effort this year. Now, Colonel Webster, who looks after all the Wellington umpires, writes back an appropriate acknowledgement saying how happy they are to do the job. It's a privilege. They never give any trouble, the ladies, and they're delighted with their efforts to achieve a high standard of work and play and so on. So a very happy gesture, I think, that, between players and officials.
Love 15. All.
Well, now, Hana there was opening out with much more confidence at the back of the court, but when it came to the really vital shot, the half-court ball on the backhand slice approach, she really quit on the shot then. Great play.